All right, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Kate is in the building. Puppy Love in the building. Come through. Come through. All right. You know this. You know I got to do this just in case to make people trigger some people out the bushes. Yes.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am back with a new episode. I have a couple of days off of work yet again. I got a couple of days off of work yet again. And so we are definitely here getting the things started. All right. The dog is barking in the background. Somebody's at the door, but I already know who that is. They can't come in today. They don't want to get their life together. And speaking about life, if you don't want to listen to rules and regulations, you can't come in at this period, point blank. You got to be able to listen to the rules. You got to be able to get your life together. And I'm going to say this, and I say this very humbly. If you have a drug addiction and you don't want to get help, don't come knocking at my door for assistance. Just don't. If you have a drug addiction, you don't want to get no help, what are you knocking at my door for? Because my answer didn't change. Seek treatment. Let's go to drug treatment programs. Let's get you off the street. But you think you're just going to come over so you can be belligerent and not get your life together, that ain't gonna happen. Just not. So we're gonna get into the comments and we're gonna get more into that. Because I feel like I need to preach this morning. Because let me tell you this, I refuse to spend all my time and energy and you don't want to get help. That is the key. If you want to get off drugs, go seek help. Don't be a burden to your family and to your friends, because you know what? People get tired. They get sick and tired. When they see you coming, they don't even want to see you coming because they already know you don't want to go seek help. I've stayed up for hours last night trying to get individuals some help, and they refused it. And where you want to come? You want to come back? Oh, can I? No. Get help. And when I tell you this, and I told this individual, I said, brother, I said, if you don't get help, there's only two places. You're going to end up in prison, you're going to end up in the grave, or you're just going to end up with your mind lost in the streets forever. But nobody want to deal with you. People will get you high, but when they want you to leave their house, they kick you out. You got to get treatment. And see, if you don't want to get treatment, don't come to somebody else's house and say, hey, can I come on and be a burden to you? Can I just be a burden? No. Nobody's going to do that for you. And I've tried. And next thing you know, you try to help a crackhead, your laptop come up missing. Like, where my laptop go? Because you can't bring no drug addict or crackhead, meth addict in your house. You're going to wind up losing some items because they're going to steal. It's just gonna happen. You can be like, oh, where my property go? I said you didn't let who did you let in? Well, I did let in the meth addict, but that was your laptop gone. Well, then I did let a crackhead stay over a couple of days. Well, your property gonna be gone. I'm gonna just tell you that right then and there. Well, you did let somebody that was addicted to drugs in your house. Well, that's where your property at. You don't let nobody that's addicted to drugs in your home, and you think you're gonna keep that property in there. I've seen many people. My grandmother would let crackheads come over and stay with her. She had people in the family that was on drugs, heroin, crack, or whatever. Things, property, money will come up missing. And I said, grandmother, if you keep allowing these people in here, you're going to die broke. You can't do that. Well, Jesus, I said Jesus had sense. He had disciples. He didn't let you just come. He was walking the land and all that type of stuff. Jesus wants you to pray for them and say, go to rehab. That don't make you a good Christian. You let all these people here and you suffering. I don't want to serve no God like the type of guy that I serve. He gave you a mind and say, listen, brother, listen, sister, go get you some help. I'm going to be a good Christian. I'm going to go and call you, get you assistance, and take you to the place where you go get some treatment. But allowing you in my house so you can just steal from me, and that makes me a good Christian. That make you a foolish Christian. That don't make you no good Christian because you letting all these folks come and steal and take for you so they can go get high. You helping the enemy. A good, strong Christian will be like, I'm going to stand my ground. I can't allow you in here. I got people here. I can't allow me working hard and you stealing from me. You stealing from me. And some will take your life if you won't give them what they want. This is a little story time before we get into commentary, because this is going to help somebody that's dealing with this too. Because it was a situation yesterday, somebody wanted to help them and said, well, I help. I said, okay, come on and get him. Before the person got so scared because he wanted to do damage to him, he got afraid. Because last time he helped him, he beat him up. He got aggressive. Because when I'm learning, when you're addicted to those drugs, you hallucinate. You think people evil. You think people ain't for you. You think people is against you. Your mind playing tricks on you. And it is what it is. And that's the sad part about it. And I've tried, I know me personally, and my roommate, they was like, man, you so tired. It's like I'm tired because you don't want to get help. It's like I'm helping somebody that literally don't want the help. Every place I done called. And I have called people forever. I'm like, well, and they're going to say the same thing. Well, is he ready to get help? Because we can't force him. And I said, oh, no, I don't think he's ready. No, let's call him. I'm telling you, you have to stop calling until this person is ready, until you hit rock bottom, until when you start getting police coming to your door and they say, listen, don't even answer the door. That should be a sign that let me get some help. When folks look at you like, oh my God, what happened to you? Oh, Jesus, you done lost it. Because people will see that and they'll tell you, people don't want to be around drug addicts unless you are a drug addict. And it's nothing that I can do. Boy, you begging on my door for? Or you want to go to rehab? What you looking in my window? Just pacing and looking at me. We supposed to be, we family. And the best advice I can give you is get help. Because you can't be around me. See, I have you a drug bitching and you think that I'm evil and all that type of stuff. Go get you some help. And I told the people, I said, don't let him in. He got to get some help. You have to show him tough love. Many people didn't agree with my approach. But then when they start to want to assist, oh, yeah, well, you right. I agree with you, man. I tried it. I said, yeah, you try to get in. Unless you experience what I'm going through, you don't know what until you deal with a drug addict come to your door. Everybody will be saying what you gonna do. Let that happen to you. Some of y'all, you ain't gonna be dealing with it. Well, somebody told me, well, I wouldn't do that if that was somebody that I know. I said, okay, let them come over your house for a couple of nights, and they did. They had to get the authorities involved. They escort them out. It was bad. Car ended up damaged. Apartment door ended up damaged. Because I said, I tried to tell you, he is a danger to himself and to others. When you having somebody that's high and hallucinating, they're gonna do some damage. And that person right then and there, they said, I should have listened to you, Wiley. I said, I know you should have listened. I said, I had a wake-up call when I saw my laptop just up and just came up missing. But once I got on that phone, I said, if you don't bring it back, you're going to jail. And I pressed charge because it ain't that good looking. You won't spend a day in jail. I said, I want it back. So by the time I got on the phone with the authorities and got it over there, he brought that back quick, fast, and hard because he know you're going to jail. You dealing with Wiley. Damage anything of mine. It ain't no I'ma just let it go and let God. I'ma let it. I'ma let it go right there. I'm gonna get that phone in my hand, down on 3 digits, and press charges. Because you do all that. Then we outside. I'm minding my own business. I'm trying to be a good citizen. Well, you supposed to be family. How can you do me like this? How can you do me like this? You know, with a love. I said, well, excuse me. I said, first of all, I do love you. I'm doing this because I love you. If I didn't love you, I would just say, come on in, you go do all that type of stuff. No, I've said, I've seen it. I said, you need help. Your mind is temporarily have left you. The drugs, your mind, and you don't want to shower. Who want to be around a person like that? Spirit leaps. I can't allow that type of spirit in the house. I just can't. I said, you need to get you some treatment. I said, we have taken you to about 3 to 4 hospitals. You have left them all. You don't want the help. What you want is somebody to feel sorry for you, so to help you rest for a couple hours so you can go back and do some more drugs and go meet up with whoever you want to meet up with. Go with the people that got you hooked on that. They don't want to be bothered with it because they're going to get you hooked, and then they know you need it. Now they don't want to be around you. It ain't fun now. Where your friends at now that you got high with? Where's all the buddy at? They don't want to be around you. They will get you hooked on them drugs, and they will leave you out there to rot. They will not help you. All them enablers, all the people that got you on there, they don't want to be around you. I said, you have burnt every single bridge. When your name come up, dial tone. Hello. People don't want to deal with you. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go back to Chicago. I said, you won't make it to Chicago. Your mind is gone. How you going to get there? You have no identification. Your mind is gone. How are you going to make it to Chicago and you hallucinate? You can't even make it to one part of Dallas to another part without you trying to jump out of the vehicle. Somebody was nice enough to get out their bed to help them, and it was a disaster. They say he tried to get out of the car. We shot him. I said he's hallucinating. I said it's nothing you can do. You can't talk about no unemployment. He need treatment. This only time you can talk about that once he handled the drug problem. But the top priority is the drug problem, and his mental health is decline. He need help. Once you resolve those 2 issues, then you can talk about unemployment, applying for a job, getting into school. But until you can resolve the drugs and the mental stuff, you can be talking out your tongue till your tongue fall out, talking about some unemployment. He ain't gonna hear that. He ain't gonna hear it. How can you cash a check? You ain't got no ID. And cash a check for what? So you go get some more drugs? He said, won't you let him endorse it? I don't want it. I'm not going to help you get on no drugs like that. No way. I'm not going to be a help, and I'm giving you money. And I knowingly know where that money going to go. It's going to go, you're going to smoke it up or shoot it up. And there's no way I'm going to be a part of that. My God. And somebody need to hear this message because some of y'all going through this. Some of y'all missing items in your house. You already know it. It's that somebody that's on the drugs stealing from you. You just need to wake up, and it's rough. Do it make me cry? I have cried. But I said, I'd rather go through these tears than to bring this frustration and evil inside these walls. I say, I have to show him this just tough love. I have to. I cannot allow you in. You're putting people in danger. Your mind. Do you want to put stuff on fire because you think this is evil? Your mind. I'm listening to. I say your mind is gone. You're not the same person that I have met many, many years ago. You have lost your mind. And until you willing to get help, there's only a couple of places you're going to be ended up. Jail, the grave, or you're going to be like some of these homeless folks that just out there talking to themselves, chewing on their shirts, eating their feces, just walking, pacing the world. And you don't even have to be like that. I said, sir, you're like this because you choose this lifestyle. You don't have to be homeless. You're doing this because you hard-headed and you don't want to get treatment. You don't have to be homeless. You can have a nice place to stay. But if you don't want to get help, ain't nobody gonna allow that type of problems in their house like that. No, nobody with no being sane. Who want that in their home? Who want that in their house? All that evil and all that frustration. They gotta wake up because the house on fire because you put it on fire because you think the stove got a spirit in it because you're hallucinating off the drug. Who want to be displaced and they trying to help? And everybody got to be displaced because they trying to quote unquote help. It's rough. And I personally have seen that with family members, but never someone that is a close friend go through that. And I've learned something that in the community, drug addiction is sky high. And it's that crystal meth is a major drug in the LGBT community. It used to be white men used to do the drug, but some black folks got a hold of that drug and it's spread like wildfire. They own it because it's like a drug that you do for sex. And it start out good for sex. Then you get hooked on it. Then you get dependent on the drugs. And I'm reminded of something what Curtis Jackson said in his book, how certain rappers have to get high and drunk in order to make a good record. He said, what if you get an opportunity with Dr. Dre and Dr. Dre want to come to the studio, but yet you got to get high, but you can't find your weekend. Are you gonna miss out on that opportunity for that? So it's a lot of people that own drugs, and it's a lot of that alcoholism running rapid on these YouTube streets. You see it. It's running rapid on these YouTube streets. People want to commit. They talk about they want to end their life because they be drunk. And you can't cancel a drunk. They got to first get sober. You be putting them on there for clicks and views. I told somebody, I said, no, that person ain't ready. That person he don't want to seek treatment. Everybody tried to help him. I contact family members and got cussed out. I said, you need treatment. You don't want the treatment. So what you gonna do is everybody gonna watch you become a train wreck. And that's all it is. It is what it is. Well, I never said I wanted to end my life. You did say it in the video, but you were drunk. You was intoxicated. You need treatment. Not YouTube. Treatment, counseling, detoxation. You need to detox. No matter what advice you're going to give a person, if they dealing with an addiction, before you give them the step, they must first take the first step and say, I am an alcoholic. In order for you to be complete the 12 steps, you have to take the first step and to admit that you are an addict. What kind of advice can I give you if you don't want to get off the alcohol? I can't give you no advice, and every time we talk, you is intoxicated. You can't remember. You got to get off of it, because if you don't, it will damage your mind. Some of these folks dealing with serious mental illness. They are a wreck, and you see it so publicly. Now the enemy will literally make a joke out of you and make you look like a plump food to the world. And everybody will see there and watch. They are literally watching a disaster. And they said, well, Worky, what do you suggest? Treatment. You got to first get off that bottle. Many people going to lose out on opportunities is because they drinking it away. And some folks gonna go through it, and everybody gonna be watching them how they just a disaster. Until you willing to get help, everybody gonna see you as a joke. Who look at that drug? Who look at that drunk? Who look at that drug? Who they gonna talk about you? You're gonna get judged. If you doing stuff publicly, people gonna judge you, and you're giving them something to talk about. You can't say, why y'all judging me? They gonna judge you. They gonna do it. If you're doing that publicly, people gonna give you that stain. And if you don't get help, they'll just be watching you just decline publicly. And you see it. And it's strong. Like some people, and I never knew what my pastor said. He said something about a stronghold. He said some of y'all dealing with certain spirits and it's on you heavy. It's like you did it because you liked it first, but you want to quit, but you can't quit because it's on you. It's a stronghold. Some people got them stronghold disorders, and you see it on them strong. You see how they look, how their skin is deteriorated. I've literally watched someone that literally looked so good a couple of years ago. Now he's addicted. He don't look like that same person. Everybody comes to him, hey man, what's going on, Wiley? What's going on with him? I can tell that he's addicted to them drugs. And people gonna talk. And it's on you strong. It ain't pretty no more. It ain't, at first it was good. You know, you get it in, bumpity bump, doing the bump, the booty bump, all that crazy stuff. Now you addicted and now you're homeless. Everybody that you did the booty bump, because they say in the drug world, Google it, booty bump and all that stuff that you do, where's all them folks at? All right, let's get into a little Bossie. We're going to have the phone lines open up. Give us a second before we open up the line. And get into the celebrity gossip in a second. But I had to open up the show in 20-some minutes and talk about that because that's an issue. And that's a big spirit that's in the community. And it's in it heavy. And I told activists, I said, we talk about HIV and awareness and PrEP, but y'all need to put some investments in and get off these drugs because that's a big problem in the community. And it's destroying young lives. And a lot of these people that be positive on drugs, you ain't going to be wanting to take no medication. You picking the drugs up. And that's why we're losing so many of our young people that have gotten the diagnosis. Some get diagnosis. They don't know how to handle their diagnosis. So they pick the drugs. And you're not going to stay current and to make sure you take your medication. Because with being positive, you got to make sure you take your medication every day. Not once a week. Not once a month, not once every 6 months. You are literally doing damage to your body. I said to a person, I said, if you don't get help, you can't blame nobody but yourself because the assistance is here. You cannot say, well, ain't nobody gonna help me. That's a lie. It's here. You don't want the help. I said, when I was going through my mental health issues, I had to get help. I knew when that library situation happened, it literally put a change because I was able to see what I was going through, right? But then when I went to the mental institution and we sat around and I would talk to the counselors, because when you go to a mental institution, you sit around in a circle, you talk. But one of the counselors said something. She said, I don't care how much medicine you take, how much medicine we prescribed you, you still gonna have to do the work and to take the medicine. And she said, there's no such thing as a magic pill. You still gonna have to make sure you eat right, exercise, get away from people, places, and things, bad situations. You still gonna have to learn how to go through stuff because there's no pill that's gonna make your life perfect. It is no such thing. If that's the case, everybody would be on that magic pill. And she said, after you take the medicine, you still got to put in the work. And she was right. After you leave that hospital, it was good. But you still got to work at it. Get around positive people. Don't be getting all that evil and messing up your mind, watching all this crazy bad stuff on television and all that. You have to take a change. So I started to approach some healthy habits in my life. And then I was having issues with my weight. So I started to get around people that was on diets and they're working at it. And that attitude and spirit and that drive, it spilled upon me. Now I have lost weight. And I went back to work yesterday. They said, oh, you have lost weight? Blah, 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 blah. Went back to work yesterday. It was good. So we had to probably talk about it on Patreon. But I had to put in the work. I put in the work, and it's not, you have to do it every day. And I refuse to get off my good positive. I'm on the right track, and I'm trying to help somebody that don't want to be on the right track. They still want to do wrong. No. Let me take this PrEP. But we're gonna get into Bossie in a second because it's something that I want. Let me see if I can put this picture on the screen. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's get into Bossie. All right. That was a good introduction. Everybody should know what we talk about. First topic on here is Bossie. Yesterday, he have said that he wanted a predator to go and sleep with his 12, 13-year-old, a grown adult, which she is a predator, and to sleep with his son and nephew because, in so many words, he don't want them to end up to be gay. What he have opened up was the predatory women that are out here that all when we talk about predators, they always be talking about men. It is some women that out here that do prey on young boys. So with Bossie putting it out there, now a lot of people is calling for this man to be charged. They're also calling for the women to be charged as well. Because what he was saying, what he was promoting was statutory rape. You cannot in this country, because I got to school some people, a 13-year-old cannot give consent for no sex. Not no 13, not no 12, not no 11, not no 10, not no 9. They cannot do it. The laws of the land say they have to be of age to give that consent. And you have to check with your state and to see what state, what is the age. But 13, no states give a 12, 11, 10, 9 the right to consent to sex. That don't exist. Not in this country. I don't care what they do in other countries. We're talking about America. You can't do it. So Bossie, I know he's eating up them words. I know people knocking at that door. And all he gonna have to blame is himself. That mouth, when you talk so much, you get to talking, probably high, doing all that talking, don't know how to be quarantined in peace, just want to get up and talk. You talk too much. Now you're gonna have your whole family investigate. Now you're gonna have people in your house being investigated. Now you're gonna have to deal, and you're black and you're a rapper, so you already know they're gonna love going into that. They're going to be a thorn in your flesh. And if any of them people confirm that happened, it's all going to be blame of you. And I don't care how people see it. It's against the law. And if you saying that publicly, people are outraged that he said that. They are very outraged. And I'm going to put one other particular person, Amanda Seals. Let me go and get her. I'm going to put that on Instagram and share that. Amanda Seals. And I want to thank you all for sitting through my little open up rant. But it's the Wiley Show. So every once in a while, if I want to rant with my people, we come on out here and we can rant. And I don't mind ranting to y'all because we are family, and I always make sure whatever I'm trying to go through in my personal life that I try to say it in a message way, because I don't want people to go through what I'm going through, and I will be a help to those that's probably yet going through this situation as well. So this is Amanda Seals speaks on Bossie said he hired someone to take his 13-year-old son virginity. Let's listen to what Amanda Seals had to say.
An adult organizing the molestation of a child is sexual abuse, sexual assault on a minor, and it is rape. A child cannot consent to sex from an adult. And this world is wearing me the fuck out. What's an adult organizing the molestation of a child?
Oh, let's go to the next part of video. Okay, this is it. And that's so you heard that. So, of course, everybody was talking about it. She was talking about it. And I was telling some sisters, so I don't see the bad about it. I said, sister, let me tell you something. If you don't see the wrong with it, then I feel for your children. I told one sister, I said, if you have that type of attitude, I feel for your children. She said, why do you say that? I said, if you don't see the wrong with an underage boy having a grown woman come on him, it's something wrong with your mind. And I question your mothering skills. Well, you know what I mean? I said no, because you wouldn't like someone, or probably with your 13-year-old daughter, you won't want nobody, a grown man, an adult, to be by with your 13-year-old. Well, that's different. I said it's the same thing. I said if you don't stand up for wrong in this instance, then when stuff creep up in your house, keep the same energy. Keep that same energy. Oh, well, it ain't that bad. Yeah, keep that same energy. You got to be careful with what you say. You know that's wrong. It's not cool for no 12, no 13. And you got to make sure that you educate folks, because some folks don't believe that. They don't, oh, man, that ain't the same thing. It is the same thing. Wrong is wrong. It's wrong on all levels. You cannot bring no adult, and there's something wrong with that grown lady, that grown woman that's doing that. She need a series. Where the series with Bossie? Where's the part 1, part 2, part 3? Where all these people fall the victims? They silent. They somewhere trying to make music videos and get their rap career off the ground. Where all the folks that's supposed to be for victims? They nowhere to be found. They too busy trying to get their rap career off the ground. It ain't going nowhere. They try to defame my name, and then they thought, well, it's time to be talking about my rap career. It ain't going nowhere. That rap career ain't going nowhere. You can't rap. Some folks got it, some folks don't. How you gonna try to start a series? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna start my rap career. Oh, I'm back in the stay that money. And it's wrong on all levels. And I tell mothers, I said, be careful when you want to date. I felt it in my spirit to say it on my show. A lady called my phone and she said, Wiley, you might not be able to see me online anymore. I said, why, sister? She said, because it was a guy that I was dating and he did something to my child. And I feel like doing something to him. And I should have listened to you, Wiley, because you said, be careful dating and watch who you bring in the house. And I didn't listen. I let this man in. He abused my daughter. And she told me. And I don't know where that woman at. I said, sister, don't throw your life away because of the mistake that you made. Get the authorities and let the authorities handle it. Because if you do something to him and spend the rest of your life in prison, what that's going to do for your children? They're going to be out there in the system, and you have nobody else to care for them, and it really going to get worse to them. Being in adoption and going into the system is like, for some children, is rough. And I remember that happened. We said on the show. And I be talking, you never know who's listening and who's going through. And I'm going to say it again. Sisters, be careful who you date. I don't care if your yoni, you want somebody to go on your yoni. Be patient. Some of y'all just going to have to suffer loss because you just can't. And you got teenage sons and daughters, or even not even teenage sons and daughters. You got children. Be careful. Because it's not just only you. Your top priority is your children. And you don't want to be the reason why a snake they came in because you so desperate for a man. But flip this circle. This spirit is strong too. Men, be careful. Don't be having no entire woman in your house if you got children. Be careful. Just because she a woman, you got to be careful and make sure she have the right spirit and that she don't want your children. Because some of y'all in relationship, they don't want you, they want your kids. And they always ask. It was one sister I talked to, she said, Wiley, he will always ask about my kids. It's too much. I said, you watch him thoroughly. What do you ask about your kids too much like that? That don't sound that's some strange. When y'all talking to him in the night, he always bringing up your kids. Something wrong with that. Something wrong with that, and I think you need to, and that's a red flag. And sister, you be careful. And you got beautiful teenage daughters, and he always asks about your daughters. Be careful. Be very, 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 very careful. I stopped talking to a dude for that. He immediately got blocked. I found him in the bushes. Like, you definitely need to be very careful with that. It's spirits is of that going on. You know what I'm saying? I just want to tell you that. And I'm just want to keep it real. So to Bossie, get your life in order. Because you need to get your life in order. Most even people that your family, whoever, you watch and pray, watch over your children, watch and pray, watch over your loved ones. Don't be too careful to have your loved one go with your family, and keep that line of communication open, because that do exist. Family members do exist. If you find out what happened with R. Kelly, his sister abused him for a while. His sister had abused him, and one of the members of his community, a neighbor, abused him as well. So you have to be very careful with that. And then the sister not only abused Robert or R. Kelly, he also abused somebody else. Hello, how you doing? Uh-huh. You said things go crazy in threes. What do you mean by that? What happened? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So thing one, your friend lost his car. What did he do with his car? Oh, so he had lost his key card, so he had to get towed. So he wanted you to give him the money for that. No, you don't have it. You got stuff to pay for yourself. What he ain't got no money at all. He ain't working. Oh, he want to throw his fit. Well, that's a sign he don't need to be a roommate, because if he ain't got money for that key thing, that's gonna be a disaster. And he don't supposed to be throwing no hissy fit just because you ain't got the money like that. If he would have thrown a hissy fit, like, get him press charges. He ain't got no business to throw no hissy fit like that. Well, he ain't working. He's not working. He don't have no income. But he just want to depend on you. Right. And you not his man. That ain't your responsibility. Yeah. Unless y'all was y'all humping? Was y'all together in the bedroom or something like that? So no, you ain't committed. Are you his husband? Or have you said I do to him? You ain't responsible for that. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Right. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Is he on drugs? Yeah, I gotta figure it. That's how I asked it. Is he on drugs? You say you think so. So you don't need to be around them type of people, because you just got yourself together with your own place, and you don't want to be dealing with no situation like that. Mhm. Right. Hmm. But you know why they come to you? Because they think you're weak. They think they can get over you. That's why folks come to you with side story, because they think, oh, he'll do it. He weak. He'll do it. Hmm. So no, you don't need to be dealing. You need to stay far away from him until he get off the drugs and get his life in order. and stuff like that. That ain't your responsibility. He don't need no car. If you're addicted to drug like that, what you need a car for? Yeah, he don't need that. You don't need to be around nobody with that type of spirit. Yeah, because you out there handling all these other crises, stuff like that. You better get you on some good people that's got their stuff in order, that want to build and stuff like that, and get away from them type of people that want to be destructive. You know what I'm saying? We getting up in age. How old are you? How old are you about to be? You creeping up in your what? What day? You in your 30s now. So that's the type of stuff you got to start dealing with, people that want to invest, talk about money, building, empire, entrepreneurship. Now, I done lost my car. I don't know what I did with my key. Can you give me the money so it can get towed? You know what I'm saying? It's time out to being around them type of people like that. You got to start changing your inner circle. Change the type of people you with. Mm-hmm. Yeah, take care of your stuff first. You don't owe these people nothing. Huh? And my day is free, and it free. I'm at the my day is free. I would just say that. Always doing my show, talking and having a good time, talking to my subscribers and the millions of people around the world, like I always do, staying peaceful and staying around people that don't want nothing. Because that's my desire. When I reach in my 30s, I don't want to be around people that don't want nothing. I want to be around folks that's entrepreneurs, or talking with celebrities that talk about investments. You know what I'm saying? That have grown spiritually, that literally putting away childish things and want to be mature, being a man or being a woman. I don't want to be around people that want to just dim me down and take me down. I always got to give. They give absolutely nothing. Yeah, I know I lift your spirit up, but you got to keep that. You don't want to keep going through that because you just went through a bad situation. Yeah. So I always, yeah, same old, just different day. Yeah, same old, different day. But that goes to anybody. You have to be willing to get help. But I'll talk to you and see you later. But you're gonna be dealing with somebody else. So. Oh, okay. Even though I don't believe it, you're gonna get real ghosts. Well, I know you're gonna keep me up. I'll talk to you later. You be blessed, and thanks letting me know and stuff like that. And congratulations on your new place. You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, sorry for that interruption, but everybody be want to call me. I'm like, what the world? Baby, if I charge people the way how to be calling me with their problems, all right, are y'all humping? I'm like, do all that type of stuff. Oh, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. What's going on? Is I being punked this morning? I'm like, what you calling me for? What can I'm gonna tell the real. I'm gonna talk about you and him. Let's talk about Ellen. So Ellen, Ellen DeGeneres is dealing with her staff. So allegedly, it is being said and reported that she fired her former staff, hired a new staff, and now her staff is calling her evil. They even reporting that Ellen want them to stop talking about her. And so, of course, I've been asking people that works in the industry about what's really going on. And what I'm really would get it as a rumor that this is not new. As a radio, as a host, Steve Harvey done the same thing where he moved from one location and hired a new staff. This is not new, but a lot of people are shocked because they said, well, how can Ellen do this? She give away free stuff on her show. You do know that free stuff that she give away don't come out of her pocket. Those are sponsors, okay? Those are companies that will give the stuff away just so she can announce it on her show. So a lot of that stuff, she's not giving away out of her own pocket. That comes from sponsors and everything else, or even the network would sponsor it. But it don't be her personal finances that she giving it away. Okay. And just because you is so nice on your online persona or your television persona does not mean that you're nice in person. Okay. You could be evil. Steve Harvey give good advice, but I've heard that he was evil as an employer. He was mean and said, don't come in my office unless I tell you to come in my office. Now, this remind me of Miss Oprah. You know, this reminds me of Oprah. And I remember I read this. I don't know how true it is, but allegedly, one of her family members she had was a Christian. And she would be talking about the Jesus stuff, and she was having an oil, and the report pretty much said, rumors said have it that she fired the cousin because she said she got tired of her talking about Jesus. She got tired of her being a holy roller. Now, this was way back in the day. This is like way back in the day that she fired one of her cousins because they were always talking about Jesus. Now, I don't know how true it is, so don't believe it. And speaking about Ellen and all that type of stuff, and I say this humbly, they even talk about Oprah when she even fired. What was that? Damn, I messed my thoughts. Somebody sent me a DM and it just up my thought process. But what I'm saying is, I would believe, just don't be judging people off of what they say. Now, I would say this about Ellen. I think it's wrong to fire your staff. Because you don't want to pick, but you got a lot of wealthy folks that are cheap that will do you wrong. Now, I'm not saying Ellen is that way. This is all alleged. This is all allegedly. Okay, this is all alleged, but it's typical because then also you look on the other side. When you get fired, employees will call your employee evil and everything like that. So at the same time, it could be that where they get fired and they talk about their employer. You know what I'm saying? Or it also could be that she is actually evil and that she did wrong. But the thing about it is, if you stole fire your staff and hire a new staff, that's dirty. Especially if your staff did do anything wrong because you don't want to pay them right during this quarantine, it's wrong to do. It's really wrong to do. And I don't have no respect for people like that. I admire Queen Latifah. When Queen Latifah, when her show was canceled, she paid for the remainder of the year their health care and their salaries. She paid it out of her personal funds, their health care and their salaries when the Queen Latifah show was canceled. Because I think it was canceled during the holidays. And I think she said throughout the holidays to the end of the year, she will continue their salaries and pay for their health care. Right. So it is some good people out there. But of course, I need to talk to Miss Ellen. I'm going to talk to Miss Ellen. I'm going to have to call Miss Ellen and say, Miss Ellen, did you do what they say you did? That do remind me of Oprah Winfrey and Iyanla. Because do y'all remember when Iyanla and Oprah Winfrey got into it? Woo, baby. Iyanla told Oprah, you didn't tell that to me. You told that to my attorney. And Oprah said, what do you think that meant? I would leave the stage and allow you to be on the stage. Oprah, I thought you wanted the work and you didn't want it me. Barbara Walters, listen, this is some messy stuff. Barbara Walters, her messy tail, allegedly, got up and called Iyanla and said, come on and meet with me so I can give you a show. And pretty much Oprah said, go ahead, do what you go ahead with you, whatever. Oprah didn't like that you put in Barbara. She didn't like it. So she went on and got Barbara the show. And it was a disaster with that Barbara Walters show because Oprah said, you're not ready for a show. I'm grooming you for a show, but you're not ready. And me looking back now, it's because it was a process. Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil didn't get a show overnight. It was a process. Even with Dr. Oz, she literally gonna groom you to our audience, groom you, and then give you a show. Everybody that she pretty much done that to went on to have successful shows. But them two, they literally had beef, and they was messy too. So Iyanla. They always had like where they taped at the house. So they taped her looking homeless and that coat. It was so funny. And I'm trying my best to get that episode to rewatch it because that episode was pure comedy. It was so much of a beef. They did a part 1 and a part 2. And I really love the fact that Iyanla challenged Oprah. She did. She challenged Oprah and she let it be known, Oprah, you did me wrong. You did me wrong. And so it was really good to like see that. And the thing about it is Oprah did correct that wrong. She invested in Iyanla, and Iyanla Fix My Life is a big, big ingredient to the success of the Oprah Winfrey Network. Because Iyanla came in with good ratings. Her show was lit. She know how it is. And people love the Iyanla Vanzant show. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you think is problematic or what, she really helped the show. Now, I wasn't old enough. My mom remember Iyanla Vanzant on the Oprah show, but I don't remember because I wasn't that old enough. But it was a long-term. Rachel Ray show took time too, but it was a long-term success. And Oprah knew the business. And what Iyanla did not know, she did not know that she did not know that the business behind the television business, that you just can't rush it. You got to take your time. And look what happened. It was a disaster. Iyanla said, I didn't even have my own office. So I'm saying all that to say this, don't be just judging people off their show and everything like this. Somebody invited me to come to somebody live like that. And I'm like, why am I going to that person live? They ain't talking about Wiley. I don't go to people live like that. I'm very stingy who lives I go into. I just want to know if they had a good laugh. Did he apologize to Pastor Jamal Bryant? Because he did lie on Pastor Jamal Bryant. He still didn't lie. He took the video down, but did he apologize to Jamal Bryant? Because he did lie and say that man had a child out of wedlock. Did he apologize? Did he make a public apology? Okay. I just want to know. Did he apologize? Because he said that Pastor Jamal Bryant had a baby and that didn't happen. but did he apologize? I didn't hear that apology. But I would definitely say this. Y'all gotta excuse me. The new voices just be in my head. But to Oprah, good job. You gotta listen and look what happened. Iyanla Vanzant show was successful on, and you have to wait. You have to wait. I've had many people come to me for stuff. You can't rush success. Like even on YouTube. You can't, you can't rush success. Now let's get into the Scorpion show. I'm glad you brought up Markel. I did get the news that Mama Scorpion had passed. And we was going to make a public statement, but I told my person, I said, don't do a public statement because people will probably say I'm doing this for clout. So just don't do a public statement. But what I would do, I would address it on the show. But I can remember Mama Scorpion. I go way back with the Scorpion show because I was watching when it was just Kevin on the show before it was Markel. And of course, I was in high school. I would watch this show. And what people fail to realize about the Scorpion show audience, a lot of his audience grew up with them, right? Some was in high school, went to college, and they got children now. And so when Mama Scorpion, she was the secret ingredient because she would give advice about motherhood, about life. She was a comedian and she was great. And the iconic video of Sears was so iconic. It was so great that Sears came out and they had to help them because, you know, the Scorpion show was really popping back in the day. And a big component was his family. Because you would hear Mama Scorpion in the background, either cussing somebody out, fussing. She loved a big family, and Markel would say, "I don't live here. You over here every day. You hear Mama Scorpion voice." It was just an incredible dynamic, and I don't think people would ever forget that if you were a fan of that show. And it was so many celebrities that the Scorpion show have helped, and Mama Scorpion was there. I remember when Kevin left home and he got his own apartment. And it didn't last very long because Kevin loved his mother. It's like certain people have such a good family dynamic that they don't want to leave home. Even if they grown, they like being at home. Markel, the same thing. So Kevin left and he came right back. And it's like I seen some of his nieces grow up on the show when they was babies. Now they're 18, 19, you know, they grown. Like some of these folks are like adults now. But when they started, they were in elementary school when we'd be watching them, right? And of course, you saw how Mama Scorpion, how she started to decline in her health. And everything was just reported. And of course, you know, they had the house fire. But the show was so entertaining that you can remember watching some favorite shows like that. For online, you can remember that, right? And so when I got the news, I did cry like she was my own mother. And then when Kevin got on, I cut the phone off because it was so silent in the house. Now I'm not used to that house being silent. It was so quiet. And somebody said, "Do you see how quiet?" I said, I wept. And I know Kevin is weeping because then you start to see the friction in the family. You start to see all this was recorded. And then you start to see the pressure on Kevin because he literally had to turn into a caregiver. You know, when your parent ages, you literally change with the time. They're no longer your mother as you remember mama. But when your mama no longer are able to do stuff, when you have to get on the phone, talk to doctors, and get on the phone, talk with nurses, and get with the nursing home or the rehab, it's a different dynamic. And everybody don't want to talk about that. Everybody don't want to deal with that because they always want their mother to deal with them when they were healthy. So when Mama Scorpion, when she started to decline in her health, you started to see Kevin really became more stressful. He got depressed because now I have to take on the role into helping. And a lot of family members don't want to help. When you're dealing with a parent that's aging, you're going to see who really love mama, who really love grandma, or who really don't. They lazy. That's when your love really gonna show if you love this person or if you don't love them. And some of y'all go through that situation now when you have an aging grandmother or a mother that is aging, declining in health, or a father's declining in health. You see who's there and you see who's not there. You see who was only there as long as mama was paying the bills of it. And when mama gets sick, you're gonna see who there. And it ain't gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be helping. Now, when it comes to the funeral, everybody gonna cry, everybody gonna do this and all that. But when it comes to actually putting in the work, it's only gonna be a faithful few, and sometimes it's just gonna be you. So when Mama Scorpion and all of that, her the video gonna live forever. I remember when Mama Scorpion got her own channel, and I think that was her daughter. I believe that was her daughter that she had her own channel. She would ask questions, and Kevin was like, "I had to shut that down," because she had started to get fans. You know what I'm saying? People love her, and they love her support. Like they really love her. I remember one time one lady came into the kitchen And the mama was, and that lady was pouring out her soul to Mama Scorpion. And her advice show, I would watch it. And I knew Kevin wasn't gonna like, he wasn't gonna like that. He said it in the episode. He said, I have to shut that down. And I loved him. Regardless of us having our little bick and back, I love Kevin and Mikhail because they were like my mentors. I watched their work and I said, I want to do what they do. I like this. And so a lot of stuff I borrowed from them, and it was just great. It was awesome. And I'm going to miss Mama Scorpion. I'm definitely praying for Kevin, praying for the entire community, and praying for Mikhail, praying for all of them. Because if you were around her, you were affected by that. I pray for the family strength, that they don't have a big breakup. I pray that they stay on one accord and stay focused, because I've seen when family members, the glue of the family, leave, like Big Mama of such, and the family just be at war. I pray that they don't have that. I pray that they stay together. I pray that they don't have to, nobody have to end up in court and all that type of stuff, because you have to pray for that. And I pray that God literally covers that family through the process, and that they to be able to go and handle this in peace. And I'm praying for the Scorpion Show subscribers, the family, the subscribers, the viewers as well, because they're literally watching the person that they see go through it. And they've seen Kevin go through so many trials and tribulations, and it was on camera. So a lot of stuff was definitely on camera. And I pray that everybody will definitely keep that family, the Simmons family, in your prayers. And at the Wiley Show, we are here, and we definitely going to continue to uplift them in prayer. And when I got the news, I couldn't believe it, because I did hear that she was sick. I heard that from Kevin, and he said that she got rid of the coronavirus, but he said he think it's because of the effects of the virus took his that was decline of her. But I'm praying. I know he's having frustration with the hospital, because it's typical. Like, that's not weird. Like, a lot of times when people leave, they will blame someone, and that's why I just pray that it just won't make him too stressful, where we just do stuff. And I'm praying that it be that they honor her legacy. And I did see the series video come down my timeline, so that'll let me know that people are watching those old videos and seeing it, because the Scorpion Show was one of those type of shows that really showed you Black family. And you all don't know, Kevin knows a lot of people in the industry. Kevin knows a lot of people in the industry, because there was a lot of people. Jennifer Lewis, Tweet, Michelle Williams, Beyonce, Publicist is a big fan of the show. Everybody just huge fans of the Scorpion Show. Like, he have diehard fans. And when I seen the director of The Chi, or the creator of The Chi, on this show, and she said, I remember watching the Scorpion Show back in the day, he have a lot of people that watch that show. So you can't poop on that brand. Tamar Braxton, etc. Like, even with Brandy is a friend of the show. Jennifer Lewis is the friend of the show, and Jennifer Lewis actually donated money to Kevin once they had that house fire. I remember that, because the manager was reaching out to them for that. So they have a lot of fans, a lot of support. Now, do I watch the show like I used to? No, because I have my own show. I've outgrown it, because I'm a creator now. It's a lot of folks I don't watch. I might pop into a chat and say, hey, how you doing? But a lot of folks I don't watch. I just don't. Even the people that I talk about, I don't really watch them. I can just judge off your title. Many people think, oh, you watch that video, Burberry. Not like I used to. Some folks, I don't watch as much of YouTubers like I used to, because I'm so busy building the Wiley Show. And then Michelle Williams, definitely for the Destiny Child watchers. Yes, she's a big friend of the Scorpion Show. And the Scorpion Show, yeah, did pave the way for so many YouTubers today, especially when you're talking about black. Yeah, they definitely. And they dealt with a lot of haters, including me, because I hated on the Scorpion Show and was very jealous of their success. And I had to overcome that jealousy. Come on, somebody. See, many people are, baby. And this before I ever met AW. This is way before I ever met him. I watched Scorpion Show way, way, way back in the day. And I remember that jealousy was strong on me. You know, jealousy will keep you blinded to your own talents, to your own gift, and to your own purpose, because you can't see it because you're jealous. Until you get delivered of jealousy, you will never see your true purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I would tell you that right then and there. But when they was in that dining room, come on, TLC, baby, when they was in that dining room, family is just like all into pure comedy. Pure comedy. Pure comedy. And that formula still works. Because if I was back in Chicago, oh, baby, I'm going to make sure my grandma get my uncle out of the nursing home. I want all the distractions. It's true iconic, you know. But it was so dope. It was just, we record and they would laugh and Mikhail say, I don't live here. Like that dynamic, you can never, ever, ever get to duplicate what they did. It was awesome. That show was awesome. And it still is. I feel as though they have a lot of work to do, because when you've been in the business for 10 plus years, they've been in the business longer than 10 years, but I'm gonna just say for 10 plus years, you have to learn how to grow your brand or reinvent yourself. And that's something where they struggled with, because they've been so content and have content. They're not in the space of expansion. They're not hungry enough, because I think Kevin lost his desire. I think once the family dynamic and his mom, I think he lost his desire to do the Scorpion Show. That fire left. And once you're apparently, you got to have time to really grieve. But you can't grieve so long, especially if you're dependent on that YouTube check. You know what I'm saying? And that's the downfall when I tell people, when y'all do YouTube, and that's your only income, even if you're grieving, you still got to go live because you want that check, because that's how you pay your bills. And now that mama gone, you definitely going to have to make sure that your check is good, because mama is gone. Mama can't pay the bills. Mama can't carry the weight. And this is to show you as being an adult. Then this will show folks to move forward with your life. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen many adult children suffer when their mama left them because they didn't know how to continue living. And the reason why I speak with this wisdom is because I work around elderly. I've seen transition. I've been in rooms that when family members leave, half of the other family just dissolve and just, because they didn't know how to make it. You wanted to live with your mama so long, you don't know what to do when mama and grandma gone. You can't survive. And I've seen people like that. I've seen it, and I don't want that for nobody to go through that. And that's why you have to make sure that while your people is here, that you're using wisdom and that you put things away, that you keep things away, because you're not going to always have those folks with you. Mama not going to be with you always. Daddy not going to be with you always. Grandma not going to be with you always. You not going to always have that. Some folks is good as long as their family is there for them. But one day you might look around, you don't have family, and you still got to live and make it. Amen. So you have to reinvent. And I think one of the things about the Scorpion Show, that you have to keep up with the times. Amen. And you have to keep up with the times, because times are changing. The game is different from 10 plus years ago. Because when YouTube, back in the day of YouTube, it wasn't no lives, it wasn't no moderators, it wasn't no chat. You literally had to do this. Record, edit, and put it out there. Everything was hard work. Today, blogging is easy. It ain't hard. Now you got stream. Your only thing you can do, put up a picture and talk. Because we're going to get it to Trina and Khia next. We ain't rushing today. I'm off. So we ain't rushing. We're going to get it next. I just had to talk about that. So it's easier being in a blogger now than it was back 10 plus years ago. But definitely check out the Scorpio Show. All of you speak so highly. Definitely though. 10 plus years ago, 12 plus years ago, man, you really had to work to get an audience. And when that audience fell in love, they with you today because they was with you in the trenches. That's why he have a core audience. He still got a core audience that was there 10 plus years ago. Because they fell in love with the work. They fell in love with all that. He did meet and greets. 10 years ago, they did meet and greets. Barbecues, block parties. And Wiley was never invited. Because I've always been messy. So when folks talk about, Wiley, you messy. Man, go back 10 plus years ago. The stuff I used to say 12, 13 years ago, back on, But I learned stuff now. I've learned how to work with people. I know how to work with some folks now. Some stuff I know how to keep my mouth just hush in certain situations. Because I don't want to mess, I quote unquote don't want to mess up that bag. But back in the day, man, please skip that bag. I'm going to drag you. So we thank him. We thank the Scorpion Show and Kevin and Mikhail, and we want them to be blessed. And we definitely praying for that family. And once the GoFundMe account come open, the Wiley Show going to definitely donate to that and send our blessings over that way. And so we will definitely give y'all the information once I think the Scorpion Show releases that information. We will post it on my IG and on YouTube. So if anybody want to contribute to that, I would definitely give y'all the information to contribute to that. So once I get it, I would definitely do that. And for every that. So we will definitely keep y'all updated. And so we definitely want all the Wiley Show producers to send a blessing to him and to that family because they're going to need it. Amen. All right. So let's go to move on. We're going to talk about Khia and Trina, but let's get into Trina really quickly. So Trina went live to do her battle. And let's play some of these clips of what she said. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I just want both of these women just to battle and get it over with. Have you ever just want to just see somebody just fight or battle just to get it over with? Have you ever just seen that you just want folks to just battle and get it over with? It just something. I just want them to battle and get it over with. I just want people to battle and get it over with. Give me a second. Battle and get it over with. So we're going to go open the phone lines. After I do this last story, the lines will be open. All right, here we go. This is Trina.
When it comes to Trina, give me 6 feet, bitches, before the coronavirus. You feel me? When it comes to Trina, give me 6 feet, bitches, before the coronavirus. You feel me? You know what the fucking vibes is. Niggas sitting up asking every day about it. Pinky. For all y'all that support me, I fucks with y'all. You know what? I'm going to step out, I pop out and say what the fuck I got to say. Otherwise, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm not even on that. I'm in the back of my acres working out, trying to lose 6 inches off the waist to make sure when I come back on you bitches, I'm snapping, waist snatch, no surgery, bum ass bitches. What's good? You know what the fucking vibes is. Niggas sitting up asking every day about it. Pinky. For all y'all that support me, I fucks with y'all. You know what? I'm going to step out, I pop out and say what the fuck I got to say. Otherwise, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm not even on that. I'm in the back of my acres working out, trying to lose 6 inches off the waist to make sure when I come back on you bitches, I'm snapping, waist snatch, no surgery, bum ass bitches. What's good? You know
All right, let's go to the next one.
You feel me? All y'all bitches that talk all that shit, y'all know the vibes. Y'all really know the vibes. You mad because I don't fuck with you guys. I don't fuck with you guys because mama ain't raised no fool. You feel me? Mama raised a real motherfucking soldier. I cried plenty of nights. You bum ass bitches will never see it. What you want to do? Cry in a Honda, bitch, or a Rolls Royce? Ray parked outside, you bum ass bitches. What you really talking about? I'm just trying to feel out what's the vibe. You feel me? I'm just chilling. We in the studio. Big up Chuck. Know you bitches right now. I don't talk to y'all. You don't have my number. I don't answer y'all. You on blocked. You feel me? It's so much land in the back. I don't even hear what you bitches is talking about. I'm outside jogging and running in my Keisha Kayor waist shaper, trying to make sure my waist is snatched, staying natural. 20 years later on you bum ass bitches.
All right. So you hear all that stuff that she talking about. And I want to say this, Trina, just battle with this woman. She talking about Khia subliminally, and I be hanging on. We know you talk about Khia. Just battle her. She might as well. She got in the mic, and you said all the side effects, and the side effects was weak. Let's go to the phone line 646-716-8447. Let's go to the phone line, baby. I'm hearing in my ear, y'all so messy. Somebody went on the radio show yesterday, and they supporters just cussed Mr. Ahmad Wiggins out. My producers, y'all so messy. Oh Lord, but everybody waiting on my station head show debut. So, but we will let y'all know about that. I'm sorry, I had to put in my ear. One of my producers said, "Did you see that?" I mean, that fan was just cussing Ahmad Wiggins out. Oh Lord, have mercy. 646-716-8447. Let's go to the phone lines. 6962, call you on the air. 6962. 6962. Go ahead.
Yes, hello.
Well, what you got to say?
It's a bit personal. I don't know if I want it on the show. I was hoping to get to talk to you a little bit.
Talk to me about what?
If I mention it, she's gonna know that I'm talking about her.
Okay.
And I don't want to expose her like that. And if I bring up the situation that I'm in, it's already gonna be clear as day. And I really need your help on this. And like, if you can go one-on-one with me first.
Oh, okay. Well, I really can't help like that unless I'm getting paid for that. Because it seems to me that it's a relationship problem.
Yep.
Yeah. So you got to pay me for all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
relationship. Because if she cheat on you, is it something that she cheated?
No, actually, I met her online and she catfished me for a year, but I took her back. And now she never FaceTimed me, but I want to know who it is. I'm in love with that girl. I don't know who that
Wait a minute. So she catfished you for a year and you don't know how she looked?
She sends me pictures, but the first time I found out who that was.
Well, sir, I guess you to blame for that. You let that last over for a year.
But Wiley, here's the thing. She's in your DM. You know who it is.
She not in my DMs.
She is in your DM. She's the one who told you spill the tea.
She didn't tell me nothing about no spill the tea. I don't know who you talking about.
Really?
Absolutely not. I don't know nobody that been in no DM.
Someone didn't say spill the tea.
Nobody ever told me spill no tea.
Really?
Yeah, they said somebody told me to get the coffee together, but nobody ever say spill the tea. But sir, like, you got catfish. Ain't that something that you should blame yourself about? Well, what can I do?
I thought you could help me.
I can't help you on no place like that. Like, only thing I can help you with is tell you to get off the apps because it's a risk that you go get catfish. That's the only thing I can say. But you never seen the person, so move on with your life, brother. Ain't you know, somebody catfish you. Obviously, they don't want you to know how they really look, and obviously they don't want to be a part of it. Move on with your life. Get your life in order. That don't worry about no stuff like that. Get you a hot cup of coffee, and you know, are you a good looking man?
I really am. I could send you a picture right now.
Okay, I don't want you sending a picture because it's probably gonna be catfish. But move on. If you good looking, the sky is the limit. You always gonna get you somebody that look good if you good looking. If you actually good looking, you don't need to be on no app.
Yeah, but I got my feelings attached. And
Yeah, don't worry about them feelings. Feelings come and go. Just move on with your life. You good looking. If you good looking, somebody else will be with you. Okay, there's plenty of women out there. Don't be hung off over one.
All right, Wiley. Thank you.
All right, God bless you. Sure, don't be worried about all that type of stuff. You want to come with that mess? You gotta cha-ching, cha-ching, ching. All right, Anonymous, you live on the air.
I like the way. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey. Okay, caller, you got your singing in. What you got to say?
Oh my God, I didn't know. Oh my, hello?
Hello.
Oh my God. God darn it. I didn't even know you was off the phone with the other call.
Yeah, you were singing.
Yes, I'm up here singing Khia.
Oh, go ahead. I thought you were singing to me, but go ahead.
I like the way you move your body. You know that one. Yes. Okay, so I want to talk about the Khia and the Trina situation. Now, on her rant that Trina did, she talking about how she did in her acre and lose weight or some crap like that. First off, I thought she had like a townhome, so I didn't know she had acres. Second, it's like she's steady addressing Khia, but yet she's not, you know, she don't want to battle her. And the crazy thing is her and Trick Daddy up here talking like they gonna battle each other, but don't they got the same songs? So how is that battle gonna work out?
I guarantee if she would have battled,
he gonna play one featuring her.
If she would have battled Khia, she would have had more than 11,000 people in her live.
Oh, that's what I was looking at. She only had 12,000.
You only had 12,000.
But the crazy thing is, Khia on her show, she pulled in 12,000 people watching. So
Absolutely.
She actually pulled in more than 12,000.
Facts. So I think if she would have battled Khia, it would have been about 800,000, 900,000, probably 1 million watching.
Right. Based off the beef alone.
Absolutely. It'd have been good business. Like I tell people, it's good business. You know what I'm saying? Battling with somebody and trolling and everything. And then somebody said yesterday, well, trolling ain't helping Khia. I said, first of all, Khia can have a radio show. She don't want it. See, this is what people don't fail to realize. Khia have been given multiple opportunities. Even she have been allegedly given an opportunity to do a show on WeTV for the Queen's Court. She refused to do that. So Khia has been given every opportunity. She don't want the opportunity. It's a difference.
Right.
Khia is content of having what she have, and you can't take that from her. How many people out here, they choose not to do this stuff? It ain't like she not been offered to do it. She don't want to do it.
Right. But I want to see her on Love and Hip Hop. Lord, I want to see
everybody
her
wants to see that
in hip hop. I can only imagine.
Everybody want to see
that.
Every
some people fulfill.
Everybody, and she would get a lot of money, and that network would make a lot of money. But Khia, again,
right.
She is just certain people. Is Khia a Scorpio? I don't know if she's a Scorpio or not. It's just certain people that she rock with. Some people she don't. I think that she loved talking to her fan. I think that because she was burnt from the industry, she trusts herself. She trusts making her own music, giving it to her fans. And it's actually working for Khia now. Actually, it's working for her because she's more relevant than Maddie when it comes to blogs. Oops, I said it. It's the truth. They're not talking about Maddie and the Queen Supreme Court. They're talking about Khia gag order. Remember that? And she ain't got no production. She ain't in no basement. She just got her phone and a bookshelf because it's her talent speaks for herself. You don't need all them bells and whistles. You can reach, and she got all that reach. And let me say again, they're knocking at Khia's door for opportunities, and she telling them no. She ain't in no basement. She ain't bounced her breasts. She just up there from the bookshelves, and she just talk her mess, and it's reaching people.
Right.
I know it's going.
Did you see the show when Charlamagne? Did you see the Breakfast Club when Charlamagne was like, "Look, I love Khia rant." Did you see that?
I saw it. He said, "I love her rants," and then he said, "Some people you just need to sue, just to sue." Yeah, yeah. But Trina ain't got no money to be putting people to and for no lawsuits. Because if she had the money, why you couldn't get that video with Nicki Minaj? Oops. And talking about acres. Do she own it or is she written that? Or is that one of her rappers that she dealt with properties that she owned?
Right.
Because last time I seen Trina.
Back in the day, I could have sworn she drove Mercedes Benzes, Ferraris, but for some reason on that video that's on the internet, she's like up in this Barbie doll Jeep. You know, you seen that video?
I seen it, but a lot of that stuff be run down, be on that stuff. She's trying to keep up with that persona. It's okay to be broke. I mean, it's okay to say you ain't got it like that. I don't think she broke like my type of broke, because you know they broke are kind of different. But it's okay to say I ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because last time she came out, she was that smoke detector was going off when she had to respond not having the money for the Nicki Minaj video. You remember that? That smoke detector was going off.
I don't remember that. I didn't see that video.
Oh, you didn't see that? Yeah, that was the live that she made to respond to Nicki, because she couldn't do the video, she couldn't afford it. Yeah, she had a smoke. It was a smoke detector. That battery, she need to put that battery in that smoke detector.
Oh, see, that's crazy. I didn't pay attention to the smoke detector because I'm sitting up there looking at the live like this heifer really dancing around the situation.
Oh yeah, and she wanted to dress and see the different thing about it. If you such the queen, y'all be saying that I'm unbothered. If you talking about a person subliminally, you are bothered. Period. Just because you didn't say the name, you are bothered.
Honestly, out of everybody in the industry, the only person that, you know, people be talking about that I can actually say is unbothered from what I see is Beyonce.
Absolutely.
She don't never go online going out for anything like that. You know, so that's the only person that I could say that do get criticized, that do not get on the internet, you know, ranting. So, but yeah, everybody knows Trina is bothered. Trina know if she go up against Khia, that little queen title that she gave herself will get pulled down.
Absolutely, because she knows she ain't got it like her. Everybody responded.
Nobody gave her that title.
Only one that I see that don't really respond like that, Beyonce, and Beyonce definitely not. Because you know why? Because she's the queen. She don't need and she don't need the response. She got a good team, and she knows that it's only going to be news for 1 or 2 days. I remember with the elevator situation, she took that and made it into a song. She didn't come out dragging nobody, anything like. I rarely hear her come out and make a. She rarely does interviews, and if you're exclusive like that, that's why it is so dope. Just like with her single. It's allegedly been reported. I don't know how true it is because nobody reported on this, but word on the street is they saying that Nicki is being investigated for her team using VIN numbers or using her fans using different addresses to stream the record from international and using it and changing it to American address to make the album true. But I don't believe that because Billboard had a report on that. Crazy. Yeah, that was just rumor. But at the end of the day, Beyonce is such a queen. She didn't even promote Savage, and it still went number 2. How many people can say that?
Right. And I think that it's crazy. So Nicki jumped on the I hate I'm switching the thing, but Nicki jumped on the Doja Cat song when it was on number 4. So of course it was gonna hit number 1.
I've heard.
Megan, she wasn't even top 10.
No, absolutely not.
Them up before they had put out that song. So
Absolutely.
I can only imagine if Megan was at number 4 or number 5 with Doja.
Absolutely.
You know, I think
And
Nicki
me personally,
I think Megan would have had that number 1 instead.
Thank you. You're right. Thank you so much, caller, for calling in.
All right. Thank you.
And thank you for saying it. She came in saying it. So we got another caller, Anonymous. You live on the air. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Oh, me. Hi, Wiley.
Hey.
What's going on?
Doing great. What's up?
Okay, so I want to talk to you about this whole Trina thing.
Go ahead.
You seem a little bit biased.
Go ahead.
When it relates to Trina and Khia. First off, Khia is no match musically with songs that Trina is. That's number 1. Number 2, if I was Trina, I would not do a battle with Khia because, for one, Khia has disrespected her mom. Khia has went on a rant and is accusing her of having venereal diseases, okay, on a public platform. Khia has berated her, talked about her family and everything. I wouldn't give Khia that type of energy. As far as her solidifying herself and pretty much standing up for herself and telling you that, hey, look, you are not on my level. Khia is not on her level. Yes, Khia got this roast and gag thing on lock, but as far as when you put songs for songs, lyrics for lyrics, what goes off in the club, what you can play at your parties, Trina is gonna be on top regardless. And let's not get it twisted. The era that Trina grew up in, Trina grew up around the Lil' Kim eras and stuff like that, okay? Because Lil' Kim, first and foremost, started the whole freaky, nasty stuff. Trina took over with being the baddest chick, you know, pretty girl, big booty or whatever. And then you get your Nicki Minaj. So let's not get it twisted. Trina opened up, you know, the roadway for your next up-and-coming artist with your Nicki Minaj. And now you got your Cardi B. And also, let's be clear, Luke is the one that fought for people to have this freedom of speech to be nasty and to talk freaky and all the other type of stuff. So a lot of the stuff comes from South. So when y'all talk about Trina and Trick, y'all need to put some respect on their name, okay? Because Trina and Trick definitely held Miami down, okay? And Trina and Trick had a lot of music playing in a lot of places. They may not be as popular now, but they definitely have bangers. And Khia is definitely no match for a Trina. Okay, so let's just get that very, very clear. Now I want to talk about Bossie. Okay, I do agree with Amanda Seales as it relates to Bossie. And I don't understand why some people feel like boys are different from girls. Boys and girls are the same. You wouldn't want your 12 or 13-year-old boy, your 12 or 13-year-old daughter having sex or getting fellatio from a teenager, let alone a grown behind man. So why would you want your 12 or 13-year-old son getting fellatio from a teenager, let alone a grown behind woman? So I definitely agree with that stance, but let's see how it all plays out. Because again, Bossie has said this before. He said this back in 2017. This is not like the first time that he has ever said this. He said this before, and people still support him. People still go on his live, and he still remains relevant in the culture. However, if the roles were reversed and it was a man talking about that they did this to their daughter, then he would be canceled, like how everybody was trying to cancel Khia, talking about he takes his daughter to the doctor to get a hymen check. You get what I'm saying? So it's something different as it correlates to men and women, boys and girls, but it should be the same because no one is different than the other one. They both are equally the same.
All right. And thank you for that. But I will say this with Trina, we could resolve this in a battle. You talking about Khia, battle, hit for hit, go, battle. And let's see who's going to come out on top. I think for the culture, I think it would be great because nobody's really checking for Trina on a mainstream scale. She did have a bad situation when she couldn't afford to have the video with Nicki. I do believe that her and Khia in a battle would be great for the culture. It would be great for both their careers because more people will be tuning into that and their stream numbers will go up and their bookings will go up. Nobody's really checking for Trina like they used to because everything is shut down because we quarantine. And if she want to remain relevant, I think that she should battle with Khia because Khia is not on a radio show and she's just in front of her bookcases, her bookshelf, and she is getting more talk in the culture than Trina is. And Trina the one that is talking about Khia, in her mansion with her acres.
But Wiley, when you look at these battles, these people that are battling with each other, for the most part, it's people that have relationships and have a dynamic with each other, which is what makes it entertaining, fun, and interesting. When you have a rift with somebody that you extremely dislike, that you can't stand, then you're going to see that when they're trying to battle each other because there's going to be a lot of animosity, a lot of friction, a lot of hatred, a lot of malice that's going to be put into it. So it's not going to be as interesting as these people that have authentic relationships with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would prefer to see a Trina maybe battle like a Lil Kim or Missy, somebody from her era or whatever, where it would be fun and entertaining. She might not necessarily be able to go song for song, hit for hit with them. However, it will still be interesting, entertaining, and it will still get views, opposed to going against a nemesis, somebody that you're not going to have that energy. It's not going to be authentic. It's going to be a lot of shots blow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's good for entertainment as far as being messy, but it's not an authentic battle like how you seen with T-Pain and Lil Jon. That was very interesting, like you seen with the Jill Scott and the Erykah Badu. Just something like that. But a Trina and a Khia, absolutely not.
It will be very entertaining. I beg to differ. I think a lot of people will be watching, including yourself, will be watching that. Media outlets will be talking about it, and it will be the talk of the town because they're so different. I think that will be definitely dope.
Because of the hatred is why it will be the talk of
right,
the town.
because both of them talk about
hatred for each other.
Right. And I think it will be great for hip hop. It will just be dope. Everybody will be watching, and I guarantee you'll have more people in that room than Trina had in there. It will be hundreds of thousands of people will be watching it.
I feel you, Wiley.
They will be watching it. And I just think that is the difference. A lot of people need to figure out why Trina want to respond now, because Khia been saying this stuff for years. Like, even with Bossie, what Bossie said, it's just now when you say it now, people can focus on the ignorant stuff.
But I think it hit different when Trina lost her mom and Khia went on like the next day and talking about her dead mother and stuff like that. I think that part hit a little bit differently. As far as the HIV/AIDS rants and all those other tangents that she's been going on, she's been saying that for forever. But however, when she lost her mom, I think that hit a little bit differently. Like, that showed a different side of Khia. Like, yo, you straight heartless. So I would never want to even be in the same room with you if, for one, yeah, you can come at me, but when you talk about my mom that just passed away, that hits on a whole nother level. That, like, you just cross a whole nother line. You get what I'm saying? Like, that hits differently.
It does.
Talking about me as an individual.
But
I would never even want to be in the same room, the same space, the same company.
I wouldn't respond. But ma'am, my thing is this. Why respond to Khia? That just opens up the door to say, why don't y'all just battle? I mean, you responded to it. You did like a whole 15, 20-minute rant about it. Why not you just respond?
I mean, I hear what you're saying.
I mean, because my thing is this: it's something
that hits different.
She's responding, and the best way to shut her up is to embarrass her with your talent. And I think that Trina should definitely shut her up once and for all by doing that battle. I think that it will be dope. I think it would be good for the culture.
Okay. When you look at it from that aspect, okay.
Even I would love to see Kim and Nicki. I just would love to see that. And a lot of times it will be very profitable because it's probably going to be a while before these artists get to go in arenas and stadiums, until Rona is over. So in order to stay relevant and people don't forget about you, you should definitely do it because you got serious competition on the scene, and this is a perfect opportunity to let the world know that I'm still here. And why people at home, why not take advantage of that? You don't have to be in the same room. The beauty of this, we ain't say we'll meet up in the same venue. No, you in your house in front of the bookshelf. Trina, you in your house with your acres, or you could be in that same room with the smoke detector going off. I don't care where you at, just as long as y'all both can go at it, with hit for hit, and let the world judge who's on top.
Okay.
And they can even talk mess and go back and forth and argue back and forth. I think that it would be good entertainment. I think that everybody would be into it. I really believe that.
Right, but when you're talking about good for entertainment, this is a real beast. This is not no love and hip hop fake made up stuff. This is a real authentic.
And that's why it's great, because it's real.
It's different.
It's real. That's why I want to see it, because it's real. Just like Brandy and Monica. It's real. And that's what I want to see, that real. I want to see that. And I think it will be definitely dope because it's real. I'm entertained. I'm excited right now. I'm going to have to call Trina and tell Trina to do it. And Khia. Khia, do it.
Go ahead.
And you will be right there watching. I mean, you'll have your drink. You're going to be there eating and watching like everybody else.
Well, you're absolutely right. I definitely would be there.
I mean, everybody would.
Like I said.
Because it's dope.
Everybody's going to tune in because it's something that's continuously escalating. So people going to be there for the mess to see what type of shots is fired.
Absolutely.
And so forth. Yeah, people going to be there for that. Absolutely. So, yeah, they'll get a lot of ratings. They'll get a lot of views. But all money ain't good money. And that's just point blank period to the bottom line. All money ain't good money. And that's an authentic beef. And you cross the line when you talk about somebody's mom that's not here. That's a whole nother level. Talking about me is one thing, but when you talk about somebody that's not here that I love, that's a whole nother level. That hits differently. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to figure out whether or not doing a rap battle is worth, you know what I'm saying, you know, your morals, your values, what you believe in, what you stand for. Is that really worth it? Is it really worth what you stand for? If it's not worth what you stand for, then you go with what you stand for. And for me, it wouldn't be worth it no matter how much money is laid out on the table, period. Because you just crossed the whole nother.
Well, I'm different. If you ain't really got money like that, only poor folks say all money ain't good money. You poor. Let that money go.
Not only poor folks.
Man, please. Money is money. That saying all money ain't good money.
And that's why a lot of people done lost their soul for money.
Many people, it's not about even lose your soul, because it won't even be like no losing soul moment. This would be something for the culture to show people that you really the queen, because Trina was talking all that smack that I'm the queen and you gonna be 6 feet deep before the corona. You know, you got all this stuff to be talking about. Why you talking? Why not just let Khia hit that live and y'all go right ahead and you know, talk about on the live. That's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit the link.
Okay.
Regardless of what it is. But I'm like, if you beefing, it's no limit to a beef. Like, people say ruthless things when you beefing.
No, it's no limit to a beef when you beefing, but certain boundaries you don't cross.
Right.
It's just plain, with certain boundaries you don't cross. When you cross a certain boundary, a beef is one thing. Us having words is one thing. But when you cross certain boundaries, then that escalates to a whole nother level. That's why a lot of niggas, a lot of people in the streets done lost their lives, because they took things to a whole nother level, period. So it's one thing to have words. It's another thing when you say something and you cross the line and you don't hit way below the belt. And Khia done hit way below the belt. That's exactly what Charlamagne said. He said, I love her rants, but sometimes she goes way too low. And that's what she does. She goes way too low. When you're putting a disease on somebody and you're putting that out there on a public platform, you're slandering somebody. You know, you can be sued for slander and libel. You can be sued for that type of stuff. Certain things you don't do. And no matter if she got the money to sue her or not, I'm quite sure somebody will pick up her case, and whatever Khia do have will take her to court for whatever few dollars or pennies on the dollars that she do have. You know, she could still get a sued for that. Same thing she did she put on Bobby Light. Whether it's true or false, you don't put that information out there on no public platform against somebody.
Right, I agree, and she should. do that if she want to. But if my thing is this, or you can handle in the streets on the Instagram versus battle. Or they go in the basement. They can go to the Queen Supreme Court.
Face to face, and we getting it in the paint.
Right. They can go to the Queen Supreme Court, go in the basement, you know what I'm saying, and duke their case out in the basement. They be no different. They go in the basement to talk about it.
Wiley, your audience want me to get off the call, off the phone. They said next case.
Well, thank you so much, caller, for calling in. I mean, you got your opinion in that. Thank you so very much.
All right, Wiley.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So this was lit. We don't have any more callers. The number is 646-716-8447. I will say this, though, before I go, I will listen, like if you so above it, you want to address it. Obviously, Khia is that reach is coming. People want to see it. People want to see this in the media. They talking about it. And like I said, there's not too much stuff going on in hip hop like that because nobody can go on a concert. And like I said, it's going to be a while before people get to go out to a concert, right? It's going to be a while because like now they talking about the baseball game going to be going on in the summer, but with no fans. So it's going to be a while before you can hit that stage with fans in there. Probably another year or so. But if you want to make some money while you quarantine, that's easy money to make by battling, and them streams gonna go up. Them good checks to have, right? When people, that's more than people tune into these award shows. 500 people, 900,000, 1 million. How many people did Tekashi have in? 2 million. I even purchased his record, Tekashi 6ix9ine record. And speaking about Tekashi 6ix9ine, his record is 69 cents. So I purchased the man record. Why? Because I'm entertained and I wanted to go number one. I purchased his record. It was 69 cents on iTunes. And that song definitely going to go number one because he got the fans and they are there and they are entertained. They spread the same rumor about her too. Even said she like, right. They said the same thing about Khia and said things about her. So I just think that it is. Trina respond because it's publicity. Don't be fooled. Facts. And if you really want some good publicity to stick for like months in between and probably you could recoup good money from it, have a battle with her. I mean, what's hard getting on Instagram playing hit for hit? And if y'all don't know what we talk about, let me go to that video and play that video for y'all. Y'all don't know what we talking about.
Babyface.
So what they doing? They singing or they just playing their songs? I don't know what's going on. What are they doing? Are they singing or they just playing their hits?
No, they're just playing their records. So they battling back to back with their records, like previous records.
I want somebody to do. Who want to try me like that? Who?
Trina. Hey, Trina.
Can't Trina stop? You want to have a hit battle? Oh, Lord, I got 285 hits to put on your ass. What? So who won?
Back queen.
Who won?
Disney queen. Yeah, because you know they just.
All right, so you heard that. All right, so I just think that will definitely be dope. So it is what it is. But if you do not is a part of the text list, make sure y'all be a part of that. 972-674-9462. That is the number. If you want some advice or you got some tea, that's the number to use. But if you want to hit me up for some advice, make sure you got to pay for all that. I'm not gonna be on the phone with you forever. That ain't gonna happen because I did that before, and I'm like, I gotta start getting paid for this. Especially you was crying, then you ain't crying no more. You stronger. I want to make sure I recruit something for that time. Time is precious. You can't. Time is money. Time is precious. So I'm gonna just tell you that right now. So we will be giving y'all the rollout date for the show. For it, so we will let y'all know when we're gonna do our radio show. We will definitely let y'all know for that. It will be like a once a week thing, so we still in early developments of that. So once I get it date set, we will definitely do that. But I will tell you this: we will be on Patreon live Friday night at 9 p.m. So that will be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. We'll be live on Patreon. So if you want to come on the Patreon, you are more than welcome to come on. Make sure y'all subscribe. So we give y'all another live on Patreon. So we're going to be getting into some stuff on Patreon. So I want to see y'all there. And if you're not there, you're going to miss out on something. It's really nice. Yes, Patreon and this Friday at 9 p.m. I can't wait. Let me go ahead on and continue my day today. Make sure y'all keep me in my prayers. And of course, we will be back with another video.
Yeah, hope y'all had a good time on the Wiley Show. And as always, hit that cash app at Marquise Wiley 28. That's MarquisWiley 28. Hit us up at PO Box 701122 Dallas, Texas 75370. Follow Wiley on Instagram at Wiley Show. Until then, see you next time.